Live. Should be live. We're going live early today. A little bit early. About an hour and a half early, but nothing wrong with that. But how's it going, everyone? Let me pull up chat here so I can read what's going on. Live. There we go. I hear myself. That's a good sign. How's it going, guys? Good to see ya. We're continuing our test of the new streaming setup today, and we're hunting for shelf clouds. Chris, how's it going? Good to see you. Glad you could be in here today. But today is continuing our test of all the new streaming setup. I did get the roof camera working. Roof camera is working once again, so we have that for the streams now. But how's it going, guys? Epic Alley, good to see you. Kenneth, Tony, just letting folks trickle in. Yeah, I figured I'd just let the stream rip early today because I still want to put some miles on all the new streaming tools. So I'm like, you know what? Today we're just gonna let the stream rip early. We're just gonna, so that way we can just cruise around with all the streaming stuff running. I can see how it all works. Continuing our tests, and then we're also gonna get it below a storm today, so see how it performs under there. But CJ's in here. How's it going, CJ? Larry's in here. Linda's in here, Patrick's in here, Sarah's in here. We got all sorts of folks tuned in. Also, happy 4th of July. Happy late 4th of July, but 4th of July yesterday nonetheless. Hopefully you guys had some nice celebrations, stayed out of the heat, and dodged any rain showers if you had any. It was I know it was a cooker yesterday. I was outside all day yesterday, and I definitely got a little tan. Definitely got a little tan going. But yeah, we're just working our way towards like the Madison area. We have a line of storms heading in from that general direction, west of Madison. So we're gonna head out there and check those out, and then just see where we end up. Just see where we go to that. Not really expecting anything too crazy. Just kind of hunt for shelf clouds. This is another shelf cloud hunt. And also, if you guys noticed the stream, I haven't done this with a public stream yet. The members know this, but we're testing out a new setup for all the live streaming stuff. So hopefully the stream, 1, looks a lot cleaner, and 2, performs a lot better. So we'll have hopefully higher quality streams and more reliable live streams. So we won't have internet outages as often. So just testing out all the new stuff for that today. We tested it with a members only stream the other week. It worked pretty well. So putting it through its paces and seeing what we get this afternoon, seeing how it does. Looks like everything is working. Is my Radar Omega updating? For some reason my Radar Omega is not updating, so I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. But besides that, everything else is working. Yeah, hopefully the stream looks good. Hopefully it looks nice and crisp. Also testing out today a new setup for the dash cam. So hopefully the dash camera performs a lot better. So I remember the dash cam was something that people were said it was a little funky, so I'm switching that out to that. For some reason the Radar Omega is not updating, so we may just like run without it. But oh well. Once we stop, we'll try to fix it. For some reason my location is like not being sent to Radar Omega though. Should be. I haven't changed anything on it, so let me try connecting to it with my phone. See if it updates, but I also got to check Google Maps because I think I have a turn coming up. Or am I just going? Never mind, I'm just going straight. Just going straight through here. There we go. Now the Omega's working. Now it's popping in. Sydney, how's it going? Good to see you. But yes, we are, as I was saying, we have a line of storms to the west of Madison right now, so I am working my way that direction. We're going to check out those storms, see if we can get a nice shelf cloud. And I also have my film camera with me today, so we're going to see if we can get some nice film photos of these thunderstorms. So, film camera is all locked in. All the new streaming stuff is locked in. So we'll see what we get. We will see what we get today. I'm feeling pretty good. You guys like the look of the stream right now? You guys like how it's looking? We're running a new dash camera and also a new encoder, so hopefully we're not having as many connection issues. It seems like the connection's held up pretty well so far. We'll see how it holds once we get underneath this thunderstorm, but it seems like it's all working. Seems like it is all working pretty well. And that makes me very happy. Yeah, you guys saw CJ pop in chat here earlier. CJ is the legend that helped me with these stream upgrades, so you guys can thank CJ for all this. You guys better go subscribe to CJ as well, because I mean, he helped us set all this up, so he deserves a subscribe from you folks for helping get this thing running, helping to get us on the move again. Looking good so far? Solid. Yeah, hopefully the dash camera looks good too. I'm testing out a new camera here for the dash, or a camera that I already had. I just like rewired it differently, so it's running a different camera for the dash cam. And if things go good with this camera today, I'll probably just buy another one, or a similar version to it, and we'll run that for the dash camera. So, yeah, these Sony camcorders are like my favorite cameras. So I'm looking at some older like Sony camcorders to use as the dash camera for the live stream. WCJ in the chat for helping us to get all this up and running. So hopefully we can get it below a nice thunderstorm at some point this season. Today is just kind of another test run, and also another addition to our photography mission. And also I see we already have 100 people tuned in, so you guys better hit the like and subscribe button if you have not already, and also maybe subscribe while you're in here. Yes, we also, I believe we're going to be going live on Freddie's channel tomorrow as well, because it looks like we got some pretty good storms brewing up out there in the Great Plains. So, pretty sure Freddie and Eli will be out there tomorrow. So, you can expect to see me in the studio tomorrow afternoon covering those storms with my boys. All right, here comes the fun part. We're going to go past Madison. How are you guys all doing today? Did you guys have a good 4th of July? You know, 4th of July out here in Wisconsin was pretty fun. I was busy like all day yesterday, but it was a good busy. I was like going to all these different events. Hit up one of my friends was having a pool party earlier in the day, so I went there. Then I hit up a parade, and then out on the lake in the evening for the fireworks. So like a classic Wisconsin 4th of July. And Vitor with the 5 gifted memberships. Gotta spam up the W's for Vitor. Yeah, I know there was some rain scattered across the country yesterday, so hopefully you guys did have 4th of July plans, didn't get rained out. We had some rain here in Wisconsin like in the morning, and so I know a lot of communities like canceled their plans because of those morning rain showers, or like anything scheduled in the morning. Like I know there were a lot of parades that were supposed to be happening in the morning that got rained out, but luckily 4th of July was on a Friday, so we still have this entire weekend. Still got the entire weekend to celebrate. Jordan! It's Jordan! It's my boy! How's it going, Jordan? Good to see you. I need to find where my exit is. Where am I getting off? Yeah, this is always the fun part of the Chase commute, is going on the bypass around Madison. It's usually pretty, can get pretty backed up. So hopefully we don't encounter any of that today. Yeah, I just have Monroe plugged into the GPS, and we'll just follow things from there. I might actually adjust the GPS to Evansville, just because it's a little bit closer. Also, we can get there at a reasonable time. We may actually miss the storm if we go to Monroe. So throw Evansville into the GPS because we're going to be heading past it anyway. We'll post up there. Here's the fun part. See these the brake lights coming on? This is the fun part of driving around Madison. One of my favorite. Another thing about 4th of July. There's 2 days a year that I eat hot dogs. It's whenever I go to a Brewers game on the 4th of July. So yesterday, I treated myself to a glorious hot dog. It's like there's only 2 days a year that I eat them, because usually I pass on those things. It's like it's a American tradition, but I'm not a big hot dog fan, except for those 2 days out of the year. And I'm like, you know what? It's 4th of July. Gotta celebrate, right? Gotta have a hot dog. So I may get off up here. Actually, no. We'll just keep the route that Google has plugged in for us. Stay on this route. See if we can get a nice shelf cloud today. That's what I want, guys. I want a nice shelf cloud this afternoon. I think there's a pretty good chance we can get one. Cook up here a little bit. Just got to keep cooking. Also, if I hit this button, this is a new thing I discovered with like all the new streaming stuff. But if I hit this button, we should get a split view between the roof camera and the dash cam. So that's another fun little thingy that I've discovered that we can do. Is do the split camera view. I still gotta figure it out a little bit more, like how to switch what cameras go in each window, but it's something I discovered. Something I discovered when I was like messing around with all this earlier. I was like, oh, I can do that. We can do split camera views. Hot dog with sauerkraut. I prefer, you see, the way I do my hot dogs is ketchup, mustard, obviously, a little bit of relish, and a little bit of onion sprinkled on there. That's how I do my hot dogs. I know we got like the fancy new streaming setup. We may have to show Freddie and Eli how it's done with some of these live streams coming up. We may have to. We got to get this all in front of a tornado so we can go, hey guys, hey Freddie, hey Eli. Look what we have. Maybe we can convince them to ditch the phone and rock the setup we're running in here. I have talked with Freddie about it though. I do know he does want to upgrade to like the multi-cam view. So at some point that will be happening. I don't know when, but we have discussed that upgrade. Alrighty guys, we are heading south. Gonna head towards Evansville and pick up the storm. We're on the way. We're on the way to a shelf cloud intercept, chat. We're going to try to get a shelfie today. PDS shelfie. It's going to happen. I also see we are up to 200 people tuned in right now. I appreciate all of you guys for stopping in this afternoon for our little local Wisconsin chasing adventure. You guys are liking what you're seeing so far. Be sure to smash the like and subscribe button because your guys' support makes these chases possible. We're already over 100 likes. Let's see if we can push that to 200. All right. We're just going to follow this road south, and we will be there one day. One day we'll get there. Just kind of dropping down in front of this storm. I think Evansville is like a good stopping point because we also have east and west roads out of there. So if we want to, we can kind of move around, or we can keep going south if we want to. So we got Wendy tuned in from Nova Scotia, Canada. Guys, I have an important question for all of you. There's 200 of you tuned in right now. Where's everybody watching from? We say it every stream, but where's everyone watching from? I want to know. We got 200 of you tuned in. Got to be watching from somewhere. So where are y'all tuned in from? I'm sure our Wisconsin folks are going to be representing strong today. But we'll see. We'll see if anywhere else can beat them out. Greene County, fellow Wisconsinite. Got the UK, got Milwaukee. Was in Wisconsin for vacation. Mason's tuned in. How's it going, Mason? Good to see you. Indiana, South Carolina, Kansas. See if we come back. Unless we lost the bell box. Nope, we should be back. Yeah, we're back. Apologies, chat. Minor connection bump. Adams, Wisconsin. Monroe, Wisconsin. Another Canada. Buffalo, Wyoming. Vermont. Appleton. Those are connections selling right now. Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. Yeah, our Wisconsin audience is representing today. Definitely some good representation from our Wisconsin folks. Sydney, Australia. Barneville, Evansville. We're heading to Evansville. Derek, we're going to be in your backyard. I have Evansville plugged into my GPS right now. Milwaukee. Yeah, Wisconsin is definitely representing strong today. That's what I like to see. My Wisconsin folks tuned in, representing. Those are my people. Alright guys, we'll see what the storm wants to give up for us. See if we can get a nice shelf cloud. Yeah, I think my plan is just kind of make my way down there, and we're just going to kind of meander our way back northeast with it. This thing's like heading right to my house, so we may just like end the chase at home. bad today for Wisconsin. Nothing too terrible. I mean, we got a line of thunderstorms moving through. They were severe warned earlier. They're not severe warned anymore. It's just may get a few stronger wind gusts, but I'm more going for the storm structure today. I'm just trying to get some pretty pictures of the skyscapes that we get. Come through Evansville, got apple-sized hail in April. I remember that. I was chasing that day. I was chasing that hailstorm. I was gonna head to Evansville. The problem was there's not a lot of good roads. I had Evansville in the GPS for that chase. And then I was looking at the roads. I was like, oh, the speed limits for these roads are like 50, 55. So if I fall behind the storm, I'm going to be out every window in the car, which I didn't really want to do. So I decided to stay farther north on that chase and play 94, so I wasn't getting caught in the baseballs. Didn't want to blow out my windshield on that chase. Not feeling a windshield blowout that bad. Get some of these like bug splatters off the windshield here, so you guys have a clean view. Did just get a new special weather statement for 50-mile-per-hour winds. So these see what we get. Definitely got a nice bow moving through the Monroe area right now. Got a nice bow echo going. I have no idea why Radar Omega is just like refusing to work right now. Like my location on Radar Omega just like isn't updated, so I'm gonna have to do it this way. See if it starts working. Zigzagging our way through the farmland. Starting to grow. Switch to the cornfield camera. There you go, guys. PDS cornfields. See, this is the tricky part of chasing Wisconsin this time of year. There's lots of fields. Problem is they're all full of corn that's like as tall as I am. So you gotta kind of get up on a hill to see anything. Alright, hopefully robo mode is fixed. I just hit the off and on button. far out are we? We're still a couple miles away. We're 9 miles. Not too far. Audio's fixed. Let's go. Solid. Yeah, apologies about that. Human mode activated. No more AI generated voice. This is my real voice now. Yeah, hopefully we don't get robo mode as often with the new streaming setup. I know it's a glitch that a lot of like streaming products have, where it gets like stuck in this like low connection mode, so the audio is like all choppy. So hopefully with the new setup that doesn't happen as frequently. But we'll see. That's why we're out here today. Gonna put all the streaming stuff through its paces. Because we gotta totally like redid all the streaming stuff back here. Take a look at our radar here. Yeah, we are approaching this line of storms here. Do have special weather statements out for 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts, so we will see what we get. We're going to try to intercept the top half of that bow, or that where it kind of curves. That's usually where the strongest winds are. Just got a little bit further to go. We're gonna post up on like the south side of Evansville and just kind of like figure out how we want to play this storm. I don't think we're really gonna have to move around a whole lot though. So we can just kind of like zigzag our way northeastward out of Evansville. We can like double back towards Milton, like Stanford for the storm. Let's keep on cruising. Keep on cruising. Almost there, Chad. Almost there. Like 10 minutes out from the pin I plopped in the GPS. We're just gonna post up on one of these fields out here and just wait for the storm to come to us. So let's see what we get. And we are good. Just roll on through. Keep on rolling. We should be getting a view of the storm soon. It's not too far out. And it's moving at a decent pace. It's moving like 40. So we'll get a view of it pretty quickly. Chat. It's time to lock in. No more funny business. We are locking in. It's business time. It is business time, chat. So we got 400 people tuned in right now. I appreciate all of you guys for stopping in today on our little local storm chasing adventure. We are approaching 200 likes. So be sure to smash that like button and subscribe while you're in here. Because with these low-end, severe weather days in Wisconsin, we're the only ones out here. We have these storms all to ourselves, so we can just cruise along with these storms and enjoy the pretty skies. My favorite type of chase are these like local low-end days where it's like the marginal or slight days where it doesn't look like a whole lot is going to happen. Because generally we have these storms all to ourselves and we can just enjoy the scenery. Maps, where are you taking me? Where are you taking me, Google? Where do you want me to go? We're coming into the town of Union, Wisconsin. And then on deck is Evansville. We're gonna go south out of Evansville and find like a farm road or something out there where we can post up on and enjoy the view. Just gotta keep cooking. Just gotta keep cooking south. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Union, Wisconsin. We're doing like the Wisconsin tour right now. The scenic route. We're out here, we got three things out here. Cornfields, churches, and the local bar. That's all you need. That's all you need to make a town in Wisconsin. Made it through Union. Evansville, we're heading your way. So you folks in Evansville will be in your backyard. See, we got Crow in here. How's it going, Crow? Sprinkles is in here. I did forget the combination gas station and grocery store, or better yet, gas station and a Dollar General across the street. Now you're talking rural Wisconsin. Sydney, don't worry. I saw you at the start of the stream. Sydney is in here, ready to get storm business done. Sydney is always locked in. Describing southeast Iowa towns as well. Yeah, southeast Iowa and rural Wisconsin are pretty similar. Southeast Iowa just has no trees. See, in Wisconsin, we got a lot of trees out here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the town of Evansville. Evansville has an interesting tornado history. This town is home to the first, and they still have their snow ordinance sign up in July. But they were the this is like ground zero for the the February Wisconsin tornadoes that happened last year. So Wisconsin had never recorded a tornado in the month of February until 2024. And the two tornadoes that happened that day occurred near the Evansville area. One of them was an EF2 that passed just on the outside of town. I believe it impacted a few farmsteads on its close encounter. It was, I believe it's rated EF2 is what it was rated, like a high-end EF2, like borderline EF3. So that's a little Evansville tornado history for you. If West by Wisconsin is going to get a storm, once I stop, I can actually let me look at my map here and take a look. West by Wisconsin. Let's see. You guys are near La Crosse. So I think you guys are good on like thunderstorms tonight. Definitely still some, actually, there's a little line of thunderstorms working its way through. Nothing like severe though. So could get some rumbles of thunder this evening out there, but nothing like crazy expected. Maybe a few gusty winds, but nothing too bad. Just a line of thunderstorms, maybe a few wind gusts here and there for West by tonight. Or Westby, if I'm pronouncing that town right. Storm is closing in. Looks like on radar it's kind of falling apart too, so we'll see how long it lasts. But I'm down to cruise along with it for a while. We have made it through town. Ever heard of the Rock River Valley effect? Is that a real thing? I have not heard of the Rock River Valley effect. I have not heard of that. What is it? Because this is new information to me. Alright, we have made it through Evansville. Our storm is somewhere this way. Somewhere off over there is where our storm should be. So, our storm's off over there. It's heading right our way, so we can just like post up and wait for it somewhere. There's a lot of like little pull-offs on these roads. That's why I wanted to go this direction. It's like a lot of little spots to stop and look at. So we'll find somewhere up here to like pull off and figure out what we want to do. Figure out how we want to attack this thing, or not even. We just have to like sit and let it track towards us. So I'm just like looking for a good clear area to stop, where we're not getting blocked by all the corn or the hills. I think up here. There's a driveway. I don't really want to park in someone's driveway though. Pull in here. Someone going around me. Pull in here. Look at that. Wildlife state area. Perfect. We can go in here. Out here in the wildlife reserve. Stop beeping at me, car. I know. There we go. Now it's back. All right. Starlink is working again. Might be because I was like down in a valley a little bit, but our connection should be back. Starlink was being stubborn, so I'm like trying to find an area where it's working, but should be working now. Starlink just wanted to take a quick nap there. Might be. There we go. Starlink didn't like that we were like beaming through all these trees. But should be back. Should be back, chat. So we're just waiting for the storm to get here. Just kind of watching it as it works its way on in. See if we can get a good shelf cloud. I also want to plug in our next spot for this storm. We're going to follow it towards the Whitewater area. So, plug in our next stopping point just so that when the time comes, we're not doing a scurry. Jennifer becoming a cheese curd. Appreciate you. W Jennifer. Yeah, you can see like the top half of our storm. Like what? And now the Starlink works. There's like a dead zone right here where the Starlink just doesn't work. Like I back up the car and the Starlink just cooks. or it's cooked. So I think what's happening is like because we're so low, the Starlink is like beaming through the hills and trees over there. There we go. We're just gonna park here. I'm not even gonna try backing up, otherwise we're gonna lose the Starlink again. Starlink does not like it when we back up like 2 feet. We've found the Starlink force field. Like literally, like if I were to back up the car like 3 feet right now, the Starlink stops working. It's so weird. So weird. Weird, weird, weird. So strange. But it's working now. That's all that matters. Honestly, I'm tempted to like cruise up the road and just like go get this thing instead of sitting here and waiting for it. But it won't be too long before it gets here. So maybe we just be patient. Maybe we just have some patience here. What I'd like to do is like move up the road and find just like a spot that points at it a little bit better. The Starlink Twilight Zone. Chat, do you want to see what I'm talking about? Well, you guys have been seeing it, but if I back in here, the Starlink will stop working. No idea why. It just decided it doesn't like this spot. Oh, man, the like stacked appearance of this storm looks really cool. Storm has a very cool look, that's for sure. Come on, bring on the shelf cloud. Bring on the shelf. I'm almost tempted to just like move down the road a little bit to see if we can see anything. I think I might do that. Might do that, might just move down the road. Hopefully the Starlink doesn't cook itself again when we try to move. But let's move down the road a little bit and just see what it's thinking. Let's do it. Get this camera facing forward again. And also apparently because our Starlink doesn't like this spot, I just want to get somewhere else. We'll move up. Can we see the storm at all? Can kind of see it. Doesn't look like. I don't know, I just want to see what's going on up there a bit more. We'll just keep moving up. Oh man, look at that. It's got a nice like stacked appearance. It's got like tears. Alrighty. Robo mode should be resolved. Robo mode should be fixed. Starlink's still on 4th of July break. Starlink is getting eaten by a tree in a thunderstorm right now. Actually, our Starlink connection is doing pretty good. I mean, it's just like that weird dead zone that we drove through that cooked it. Right now, the Starlink is doing fine. So, I don't know. It's black magic. Starlink just decided, nah, not today. We got Leslie in here. Been a member for 4 months. Appreciate you, Leslie. Guys, spam up the W's for Leslie. Gotta spam up the W's. Well, there's like the front of the storm over there. So, should be able to get a view once we get out to the countryside over here. Should be able to get a view out here. We got Melinda becoming a cheese curd. Appreciate you, Melinda. Alright. We're just going to cruise down this road until we find a good clearing where we can just post up for a moment. The storm should be right behind us, so we should be getting a view of it any minute now. Any shelf. Any imminent shelf cloud. I'm going to see if we can find somewhere on top of one of these hills to just look around. Get up here a little ways, and then we'll, there's a big hill up here that I want to take a look at. We'll get on this next hill over here. Get up on one of these hills. Get up here, and there's a road over here we can take. I think that we can go right. Just kind of see if we can see anything. Unless it goes down to this valley, but it pops. This road pops up on a hill. We'll take a look down this road, or maybe not. That looks pretty tree filled, but it might be our. I'm gonna pass on that road actually. We'll go up a little more. Gonna go up a little bit more. Bill's in here. How's it going, Bill? Good to see you. Glad you could pop in. We'll go this way a little more. And it's not like we're gonna run short on farm roads. There's all sorts of little roads that meander around through here. But I think if we get up past here, it clears out more. Actually, this is a nice view. I think once we get up here, we'll have a nice view. Because it looks like these fields are a little bit lower. Switch to the roof camera so you guys can just see what's going on out there. But there's our storm. There she is. She's out there. We're in front of it. Just trying to find somewhere to pull off so we can watch for a little bit. But that's it. Back over there. Just gotta lock in on these roads. I think we're finally getting to somewhere where we're gonna be able to get on a hill. We have these towering cornfields right where I want to stop. Because why wouldn't there be? That's it. That's the storm. pretty cool looking. Pretty cool. Wish there was like a soybean field where the crops aren't as tall, but I think up here. Maybe we just stop up here. We just like make our own pull-in right here. Or actually, there's a pull-in right up here. How about that? That's nice. We found a soybean field, and they have an area to pull off up here. Look at that! Wow, that is a pretty storm. Pretty storm. Oh, there's we can get up on a hill too? Okay. We're gonna get this next soybean field. Next soybean field, chat. Right up here. We'll post up. Or cornfield. But looks like the corn is like down a little lower, so we can get up on this hill and see over it. Here we go. This is a good view. You just need to find somewhere to stop now. Take this like T road over here. We'll just like pull off and watch. We'll just pull off over here. Look at that. It's a pretty storm. It's a very pretty storm. We're just gonna like pull off on this like farm road over here. Get past this farm a little ways. And pull off up here. Definitely looks ominous in there. We got a nice ominous look to this storm. We'll get on this like next little bluff up here and we'll just pull off. Let's pull off here and wait for this thing to come to us. I think we got a pretty nice little view in here. Get off like right here. Right here. Up on this hill. There we go. All right, chat. Enjoy the view now. Wow, it's pretty. It's very, very pretty. Check out this, like, over here. Look at that. Look at that cloud. Kind of getting pulled up into it. But this whole thing is the shelf cloud. Not a very defined shelf cloud, but shelf cloud nonetheless. Are we behaving? We are not behaving. We are causing so many problems. We are causing problems, Sydney. No, we're behaving. Chat's being behaved. Ow. not too bad. Not too bad for a little storm. Alright. I think we're going to start working our way eastward again and just kind of get back out in front of this thing. I think that's going to be our game plan. So we're going to keep on moving. Going to keep on moving, chat. Going to keep on moving. It's a pretty one. I'm hoping the shelf cloud becomes like more defined as we work. We'll see what the storm is thinking. No one coming? No one coming? We're good. Alright guys, let's keep on moving. Let's keep on moving. Keep with it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this nice little cruise alongside our storm. If you guys are, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. So once again, we're like the only chasers who go live for these like local marginal days. So if you enjoy this sort of stuff where it's just kind of low stress, just cruising along with the storm, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And it's pretty. She's pretty. Very pretty storm. Yeah, the storm is heading towards Whitewater, so if you know anyone in the Whitewater area, you may want to let them know that got a nice little thunderstorm heading their way. Especially you folks at the events that are outdoors today, because I know there's like 4th of July celebrations happening like everywhere this week. Alright, I might have to lock in on my maps a bit here, just to see where I'm headed, but I'm gonna cruise out in front of this thing. Just gonna cruise out in front of it. Pretty easy game plan. Pretty easy game plan here. What is this stop sign here? What? Okay. Strange stop sign placement, but all right. It was like there wasn't even an intersection there. Like what? Never seen that before. All right. Switch back to the dash cam so you guys aren't just looking at trees for the next few minutes. That was such a weird stop sign. There was not even an intersection. It was just like the road like this with a stop sign on either side. Like, what? Like, I've never seen that before. Here comes the storm, chat. Here it comes. Wonder what it looks like behind us. There it is. Our storm is brewing. Storm is storming. Tree stream. PDS trees. Maybe the farmer got tired of people speeding through there, maybe. I mean, it's not like a road you can really go fast on just because of how many hills there are. But, I don't know. I followed the stop sign. I did come to a stop. Yeah, I need to stop for the imaginary road. I might get a ghost might come out and hit my car. Or maybe the deer put that there. Guys, the deer put that there. That's the deer intersection. Where's the cheese? We haven't intercepted any cheese yet. We may have to do a cheese intercept later. Maybe we get some curds. Maybe we do some post-chase Culvers today. We're about to pass through the Janesville area. So you folks in Janesville, it's about to get stormy. About to get stormy, Janesville. The winds are picking up a bit. We're getting a little wind from this thing. ATV and snowmobiling, that's a possibility. I didn't like see any trails through there though. It was literally just like woods on either side. There was like no trail. I don't know. Strange. That's what happens when you storm chase. You stumble across some strange places. Connor's had bad experiences with deer, so have I. In the past, my previous years, I've intercepted 2 deer. I've had in my years of chasing, there have been 2 deer intercepts. Tim tuned in from Janesville. We're about to be passing through Janesville. We're going to be passing through your backyard. Quick cruise through. Starting to get some rain. Starting to get a little rain here. Here comes the storm chat. Here it comes. First drops. We just gotta like make our way through Janesville. Janesville is gonna be our biggest slowdown, but I think once we get past Janesville, we can pretty easily get back out ahead of this thing. There it is. Definitely gonna rain. Jess with the $5 super chat. Some mild thunderbolts on the way. Good luck and enjoy your chase. I appreciate it. Appreciate that, Jess. Guys, spam up the W's for Jess there. Spam up the W's. Alright, I'm gonna have to lock in on my roads here a bit so I can just see what's going on. But check out like the rain curtain over there. Pretty cool. Alright, folks. We are moving into Janesville. Today. Once again, if you have not already, be sure to like this stream. Hit the subscribe button while you're here, maybe. If you're enjoying these kind of local Wisconsin storm chases. Pretty low end day today, just a marginal day with some pretty storm structure, but on the higher end days, we're gonna be locked in. Alright. Lights are on, we're good. Alright, we're just gonna mosey our way through Janesville here, and then we'll be back on the other side of town and we can keep up with the storm. Just gotta get through town. We're just going straight forever, which is nice. Don't have to check rain here. Here for the expert analysis, definitely gonna rain. I mean, it is gonna rain. You're seeing it. PDS rain, chat. Super shower. Just got to get through town, and then we should be able to get on the other side of this thing and continue our shelf cloud hunt. But storm looks like it's losing steam, so we may end the chase just like right in my backyard. That's where it's headed. So I might just do that. Might just follow this thing home. Might as well. Might as well. We got a green light. Let's keep rolling. Keep this show on the road. Imagine ending the chase by Charlie's backyard. We may do that. I mean, the storm's just like heading that way, so I'm like, I'm not opposed to just driving home. Ending the chase there. But I do like the performance of our new streaming setup. I think it's been doing pretty well today. We've had a few connection bumps, but those connection issues we've had have been pretty brief. So, and even now when we're like below the thunderstorms and the Starlink can't work as well, just because there's not very good internet, the cell service is able to pick up the pace a bit better. So I think our new streaming setup is doing a pretty good job. Yeah, that's right, guys. Party at my house. Party at my house after the chase. Post-chase party. Yeah, what are you guys thinking of the new streaming setup? I know in the past we've had like problems with connection issues and the stream just like looking fuzzy, but I feel like we've done some pretty good upgrades. I think the stream looks pretty good. Connection still has its issues, but the stream's able to recover from those connection issues a lot faster, which is nice. So I think we've done pretty good with the equipment upgrades. So next on the to-do, I want to get a camera for the dash cam. This is just like a trial run, so gonna have to order that, and then at some point I also want to get a third cellular data provider. I want to get a third cell data provider so that we can have 3 connections, so that when our Starlink and our cellular goes down, we still have another backup that we can use. That would make our lives a lot easier. Looking good, appreciate it. Much less pixeling. Yeah, that's another reason why I got it, is that the setup that I have now is like a dedicated live stream encoder, so it just handles the multiple connections better and pushing out the stream a lot better, because the entire job of this encoder is to just push out a stream feed at the highest quality possible. So we're able to do higher quality live streams, and we're able to use our cell data more efficiently. We're not dropping service in like random spots, which is good. You don't want to lose cell service in like some random area where we shouldn't be losing service. So it's been doing pretty well. Pretty happy with it. I made a wrong turn, so it's okay, we're almost through town. I was so locked in on explaining all new streaming stuff, I made a wrong turn. And it's pretty windy. Getting some good wind gusts, nothing severe. Definitely some good gusts in here. Our doors still leak. The door leak is still an issue, but that'll be a future problem to fix. Not too worried about a leaking door right now. My concern is just giving you guys the highest quality live streams possible. Definitely got got a decent little wind gust there. Probably like 30, 40 miles an hour. Nothing severe, but it might knock over your lawn chair. Almost through town. We're gonna take a left here and get on the main road out of town and continue our eastward track with this storm. See if we can get back in front of that shelf cloud. And then we're gonna be taking a left here. There we go. Now we just take this road forever. Just gonna take this road forever. What programs am I using to run my stream? I have my friend CJ hooked me up with a encoder that's running BellaBox. So I'm using a BellaBox live stream encoder to encode everything. And then the encoder sends the feed to my computer back home. The computer back home is running OBS. That does all the graphics and everything, and then the computer from home sends everything out to YouTube. So that's how I run my streams. Yeah, in my previous setup, I had a laptop in the back seat that had OBS, so it'd be OBS from the car to my computer back home. The problem was that computer would just like have connection issues all the time. So I was bonding my internet connections and everything, but it just wasn't bonding them super efficiently. So we'd just be losing cell service all the time. But this has been holding up pretty well. I mean, we've had our few connection drops here and there, which is to be expected. Cell service and Starlink don't work perfectly everywhere, but it's kept up pretty nicely. Alright, cruising through town. Just gonna get on the outside of Janesville and work our way east. See what this thing's doing. Looks like the storm's losing steam, so may just post up at Eagle and give this thing one last approach, see what it's doing, and we might end the stream for the evening. Kind of a quick local outing to test out all the new equipment. This person's doing a very slow turn. Go straight through here, and this road just take us back out in front of the storm. Alrighty, let's go get back in front of our shelf cloud chat. We got a shelf cloud to catch. Still some good winds in here. Surprisingly windy. Our last stop sign, red light, and then we can then we're clear. Then we'll enter the countryside and we can go a quicker pace. Got to get through this red light, and then we'll be good to go. County Road A closed. We're gonna like go up and around County Road A. Once we get to Richmond, we're gonna take like a northward jaunt to avoid the closure. We are out of Janesville. Or leaving Janesville. Not out yet, but we're about to be. we just follow this road and see if we can get back out in front of the storm. See what it looks like out in front of the storm, because on radar it doesn't look super impressive. On radar it looks very wimpy, but on the ground it's got a nice, definitely breezy, definitely got some good winds coming out of it. So, we may get a shelf cloud up here, wouldn't shock me. I've seen shelf clouds on wimpier storms. Maybe I'll switch you guys to the roof camera. Any shelf clouds out there? You guys see any? See any shelf clouds? If there was one, it'd be over there. I think I might just follow this little showery eagle, and then I think we may end the stream there. First time watching, YouTube randomly suggested. Appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, you're kind of catching the death of this storm here. We had a nice little shelf cloud on it earlier, but besides that, the storm has just been kind of slowly winding down. Slowly winding down for the evening. Glad you could stop by and join us. Decided that Wisconsin is just Ohio with cheese. Wisconsin is better than Ohio. We have lakes. Ohio has nothing. Let's keep cooking. Let's keep cooking. And we're slowly gaining ground on this thing. Slowly gaining ground. I think we can definitely get out in front of it and get one last look. Helps that it's not moving too fast. It's moving 40 and we're going 55, so keeping a good pace with it. Got Isaac tuned in from the North Woods. Yeah, I'm gonna be like all of August. I'm gonna be in the North Woods. I got a couple up north trips planned, like back to back. Johnstown Community Center. Something going on here. Someone's doing something there. Man, it's really windy over here. Definitely getting some good wind. Definitely some good wind gusts. Man, it's pretty windy up here. Check out those trees going. Trees are dancing. Trees are dancing pretty good. You get some good gusts here, probably up to what, like 40? Probably getting some gusts up to 40 miles per hour or so. Maybe a few 50s mixed in there. And I'm getting like blown all over the road. It is windy out there. Very, very windy. I think we're losing ground with this storm. We're slowly getting closer, but not making a whole lot of progress in getting out in front of it. Probably because it's getting pushed by all these winds, so. Wind is winding. PBS fart. Leslie, I appreciate you. Missed the Door County trips. I want to go to Door County at some point soon. I've been meaning to get back there, but I just haven't had time. But W Leslie's in the chat. Road closed. We're gonna have to take a left. Gonna have to take it left here. Zigzag around these road closed signs, and we'll keep moving. Like moving with the wind right now. See how breezy it is out there. Definitely a good breeze. Definitely a good breeze going out there. Let me keep my eye out to make sure that don't get any surprise tree branches making an appearance. yeah, chat. I think the storm is it's pretty cooked. It's definitely blown itself apart here. Still some good wind and a little rain, but I think the outflow was too much for this weak little storm to handle. It dissolved itself. Did get a nice shelf cloud though. We did reach our goal for today, and we intercepted a shelf. All the food talk cooked the storm. Were you guys talking about food while I was like locked in on the roads? There was a moment there where I wasn't reading chat. I was just trying to figure out where I was going. But yeah, this storm is cooked. Well done. No seasoning. I see a substantial lack of shelf cloud, unfortunately. I think the shelf cloud is done. So, I don't know. There's one last. In the mood for a little late 4th of July dinner. Be taking a left at this next stop sign. Corn should be knee-high by 4th of July. We are well past knee-high for the corn. Well beyond knee-high with the corn height. I think we're like, the corn's like person high. The corn is the height of a small human, a small adult. Or an average-sized child. Gonna take this road up here. We're gonna head out. There's like one last overlook that we can that I want to stop at. Maybe get some nice photos out there. But I think we're pretty much gonna wrap things up for today. After this, feeling content to call it a day. But we just got there first. It's chalked. PDS chalked. This storm is cooked, chalked, thrown in the trash, thrown in the towel. Every term to say done. Turn right. We're taking a right up here. Take a right turn. Still some good wind. I've intercepted a leaf. I just had a leaf intercept. Crispified. It's burnt. This storm is very burnt. Extra burnt storm. Oh, got an ice bag blown across the road. And in the stream, finish up our call early. You tuned in late. You've already missed the shelf cloud. Freddie's gonna find a shelf cloud tomorrow, or a tornado. I think there's a pretty good chance Freddie finds a tornado out there tomorrow. This has turned into the scenic tour of Wisconsin. There was like a gopher sitting on the side of the road. Yeah, Freddie, you're late to the party. You're late. You have missed our shelf cloud intercept for today. A Wisconsin storm chasing mission. We have done it. I didn't even have any cell service in there. That'll be an extreme connection test. I had no cell service, and the Starlink was getting eaten by trees. So we'll see how it held up. It's possible we may have just lost the service that entire section there. We're back. Did we go? Yeah, we did lose service that whole time. Oops. Oh well, I'm not kind of done about that one. Just an unlucky spot. Alright. Again, that is why we're out here today. To put all the new streets through its business. So this is a continuation of our extreme Starlink connection testing, where we take it through the woods and see how it does. Taking a left up here, and we're just gonna like follow this road forever. Take a left. Got some cars coming. There we go. Go this way. You know the storm is really cooked when you're seeing the sunshine poking through it. Definitely the end of this one. Where do you want me to go? Google wants me to take a right. Google wants me to drive back through the trees, so it says that road is closed, so I'm not going. I'm gonna keep going this way. We're gonna take a different route. Turn is up here somewhere. Somewhere up here. Fries in the bag. Fries are indeed in the bag today. Might go to a Culver's and put the fries in the bag there. However, we did get our shelf cloud, so I consider today mission success. Where's our next turn? Where's our next turn here? What about a mile? We're driving through we're near Old World, Wisconsin right now. Be passing around that area. All right. Up here, I'm gonna take a right. Chat, this is where we're going to buy the Storm Society yacht. Which yacht do we want for the Storm Society? Make your pick right now. Is this road also closed up here? Add some curds in the bag. Curds will be put in the bag. Or onion rings. Alrighty, chat. Chat, which side do we want in the bag? Do we want fries in the bag? Do we want cheese curds in the Missed all the fun. Hope I stay deer aware. Appreciate it. I'm staying deer aware out here. We've not seen any deer yet today. They're scared of me. They know what will happen if they go near my car. But I think that I'm feeling onion rings in the bag this evening. That's what I'm thinking. Cheese curds in the bag? We can do cheese curds in the bag. Man, it's windy. Very breezy out here. I think it's the next road up, like to my north, that's closed. So hopefully we can get through when we can do when we have to do our north turn. Mars Cheese Castle, guys, Wisconsinites. I have a confession. I've never been to the Mars Cheese Castle. I've never been. I live in Wisconsin. I've never been to the Cheese Castle. I feel like my head is about to be put on a guillotine for that. Google Maps, when's our next turn? This turn is in 1 mile. You're turning up here at the next stop sign. Alright. Gotcha. Thank you, Google. I know we have a cheese castle here. And I've never been. Unfortunately. I've never been to the cheese castle. One-time kind of stop. I need the right time to go there, because like I'm so infrequently in that area. Like, it's so rare that I'm near the cheese castle. It's like maybe 3 times a year that I'm ever out there. But I think maybe next time I'm in that area I'll make a stop. Our left turn. cruising through the countryside. Abby has a butter cow. Where is that? I want a butter cow. How do I get a cow made of butter? Where do I get one? Who do I hit up? Chat, do we think I'm going to be able to get through this intersection? We're going to find out. It looks fairly open to me. Might be just like up the road a bit more. Okay, well, this is supposedly where the closure is according to Google Maps, and it does not look very closed. It looks quite open. Apart from the road closed sign, so I'm going through. Well, chat, that was the road closure. Hopefully you enjoyed that detour for the very under construction road. And now we can continue our track through Kettle Moraine State Forest. Cruising on through. This is guys, we're doing the scenic Wisconsin drive today. This is the scenic route. And we're just cruising through. It's a little road trip. PDS road closure. That was the PDS road closure that we had to avoid. Kettle Moraine State Forest, chat. If you guys are fellow Wisconsinites looking for a good hike in the afternoon, Kettle Moraine is the way to go. Wisconsin State Fair cheese curds and cream puffs. That is the combination of all time. I love the State Fair cream puffs. Big fan. We've almost made it to our stopping point, chat. We're almost there. Just gonna get up the road a little bit, and then we'll wrap up the stream. Just gonna get towards Eagle, because I do also still just want to continue testing out this new equipment. By testing it, I mean just like driving it through like tree-lined roads like this and seeing how it performs. Branch sitting in the road there. Hearing about carnival food makes your stomach uneasy. You see, you don't get the carnival food because it makes your stomach feel good. You get the carnival food because it makes your taste buds feel good. It's all taste. I'm willing to suffer the consequences of eating 4 cream puffs and 5 pounds of cheese curds. as a true Wisconsinite does. Some of my favorite roads around here just to cruise down. Very pretty drive. Very, very pretty drive out here. Wisconsinites are a different breed when it comes to cheese. This is true. We're just built different. We're just built different. See, Wisconsinite can stomach eating the 5-gallon cheese curd bucket. Actually, we're gonna up it 20 gallons. The 20-gallon cheese curd bucket. The 20-gallon cheese curd tank. We can handle that. Alright. Chad, I think when I get home, it's going to be time to lock in on some video editing. Tonight seems like a video editing night for me. I got a new YouTube video that I've been cooking up, and I think you guys are really going to like this one. I've been taking my time with it, and it's been going pretty well. I've been spending a lot of time like writing it. So I think the script is like finally dialed in. I've been working through laying out the music, and I have like all the audio for my next YouTube video laid out. So like I have all the music picked out. I have where in the video all the music's gonna go. So the next thing to do is just place in all the footage. And if the audio layout is any indicator, this next YouTube video is gonna be, I think it's gonna be one of my favorites. I'm very excited to see it completed. I also have some fancy graphics that I gotta put together for it, but I think it's gonna cook. I'm pretty excited to see it complete. Hopefully gonna have it done soon, but it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a pretty good video. I think you guys are gonna like it as well, because it's the story of my closest tornado encounter, which you guys saw live on Freddie's channel when I was in the car with them. So I'm making my YouTube video about that. So I got a nice story to go along with that tornado intercept, and pretty excited to see it all come together. So that's gonna be something for you guys to look out for in the coming weeks, once I get downtime again, because these past few weeks have just been go, go, go with storm chasing. This weekend I kind of took some time off to relax a little bit, getting back on the grind this week. Gotta take a little time off to enjoy the 4th of July. Someone who's lactose intolerant just ran to the bathroom as soon as I said that. Probably. I'm like telepathically giving people their lactose intolerance because I just talk about cheese so much. I'm a big cheese fan. Pretty much every meal of the day has some type of cheese with it, whether it's like a sandwich with cheese on it, or if I make eggs, I usually put a little cheese on it. So like my big thing is breakfast sandwiches. I make those a lot. I had one this morning. It was good. Tornado intercept of a lifetime hunt, 1000% epic. I agree. That was easily like my favorite weather encounter that I've had. There's my 3 top like weather storm chasing experiences. Probably go solar eclipse. The total solar eclipse is like #1 for me. That was unbelievable. That tornado that I did with Freddie and Eli, that's at 2. And then the May 10th Northern Lights, the Northern Light outbreak, that's like #3 for me. So those are my top 3 weather encounters that I've had. I mean, they're all really special to me. But the main reason that the tornado intercept I did with Freddie and Eli is so high on the list is, one, it was my closest tornado intercept. It was, you know, prior to that, my previous closest tornado encounter I did with my dad, we were probably 50 yards. So it was a weak one, wasn't anything strong, but we were pretty close to a nice little wispy tornado out there in Wyoming. But this tornado that I did with Freddie and Eli, we were much, much closer. We were like 10 feet. I could have thrown my hat into the tornado. It tried to take my hat off. That's why I had to duck back into the car to throw my hat away so I didn't lose my hat to the tornado. And I got to do it with my friends. I mean, there's nothing better than a close tornado intercept with your friends. It was just an all-around fun day. So that's why that tornado intercept ranks so high for me. Is very close, my closest encounter, and my most fun, because I was able to do it with my some of my close buds. Google Maps, where are you taking me? We're going to be taking take a left up here, and then we'll find somewhere to pull off and wrap up the stream for the evening. We'll stop at this park up here and wrap things up. But it was a fun chase, fun little local outing. We did get our shelf cloud, successfully intercepted our shelf cloud. Got to put all of our new streaming equipment through the paces, so that we know it's all working. We know what works with it, what doesn't work. I can go back now and look through this stream and figure out what I need to tinker with to make everything work like top of the top, the best it can be working. And then we'll be locked in for the rest of the season. So, yeah, we'll probably be live on Freddie's channel tomorrow. I know they're talking about chasing out there in Nebraska tomorrow afternoon, so we will be live covering whatever happens out there. It looks like it could be a pretty good storm chase. Just looking at the models, it looks like we could have some mean storms out there in western Nebraska. So hopefully we can get a nice tornado for you guys. I feel like our success rate with tornadoes on Freddie's streams is pretty high. We've had some pretty good tornado intercepts on there. So hopefully we can keep the streak going. Get a nice tornado tomorrow in the middle of nowhere that the boys can get up close to, and we can provide you guys with that ever exciting up close tornado coverage. So I'm gonna find somewhere up here to pull off and hit the end stream button, if I can find anywhere to pull off. There should be a pull off like up over here that I can stop at. Freddie's back. Got to get the footage from that. Freddie, I was gonna text you about that once I'm done, because I meant to text you about it this weekend and I totally forgot. So whenever you have time, I know you're a busy man, so if you get the chance to send me that footage, I'd appreciate it. If you're already on the road and you don't have the time tonight, you are all good, because my video is not going to be done for like another couple weeks. So you got time. Don't pull an Eli and lose a hat. I do want to lose a hat to a tornado at some point. I have not lost any hats to any tornadoes yet. Almost lost it to the Illinois tornado, but it held on. We're gonna pull into this park up here, and I'm gonna wrap things up for this evening. There's a little park up here that you can stop at. Pull off in here. Pull off in this little area, and we can so I can actually hit the end stream button. I'm not having to do it while I'm driving. But yeah, I appreciate all of you guys who tuned in for today. It was a fun little local chase. fun little local outing. Got to see a nice shelf cloud. Got to put all of our new action more consistently, and we're able to put out a higher quality live stream. So higher quality feed and more reliable internet connection, which are the two things that I was hoping for. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up for this evening. I appreciate all of you guys who stopped in for today. Just kind of a fun little local outing. Got to check out a nice store and got to test out all of our new equipment. So of course, right as I was talking about how our stream was doing so well, the internet cut out, but looks like it's back now. So I do appreciate all of you guys for tuning in this evening. As I was saying, we'll probably be live over on Freddie's channel tomorrow afternoon at some point, because it looks like they're going to have their hands full with some tornadoes out there. So you can be looking forward to that over on Mr. Freddie's channel. But that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up for tonight. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in, and we will see ya again at some point soon. Storm season is just starting to ramp up. It looks like we could get busy here again over the next few weeks. So I will see you guys later. You all enjoy your evening, and enjoy any 4th of July celebrations you got going on for the rest of the weekend.